What's up, guys? We're here for another Rust What's to Come, and we're going to be looking at a couple of new things. Now, I don't think anything too big is going to be added today or tomorrow, whenever you're watching this video with this update, but they are working hard on prepping the component system for us, and they have added a couple more components. So, as you can see, we've got, I believe, 16, is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 components here. Propane tank, glue, rope, which comes in feet, springs, rifle body, metal pipe, metal blade, sewing kit, sheet metal, SMG body, sticks, tarp, tech trash, road signs, gears, duct tape, and bleach. Of course, everyone's favorite. Now, these aren't nearly going to be the only ones. As you can see, you know, rifle body, I mean, that looks like a part of the AK. This is part of the SMG. So there's probably going to be parts for all the guns, which is probably going to make a lot of people cry. But a lot of people just keep complaining about everything. I think this system is fine. Now, I wasn't able to loot crates because for some reason they just don't spawn right now. I don't know why. But going through barrels, I was actually able to find quite a bit of this stuff. Of course, they haven't finished the whole system yet, so you can't judge on that. Now, we do have 3 new clothing items. The tank top, yes, ignore the chest. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. And we've got shorts, so you can rock your shorts and tank top and, you know, bra. Also, when you put those on, there's some kind of weird thing going on with your legs. And then there is also the button-up shirt, which doesn't seem to work with the female body too well. All these are mainly put in so people can make more skins in the workshop. So that's the primary idea there. Now, caves have been fixed to where you no longer see the water, but as you'll see as we descend into the depths of it, we are now wet and drowning. So, caves are not quite set and fixed in that sense, but you can go around them and check them out and see what it looks like. And, I mean, they are just fantastic. They are amazing looking. I really love the way it looks. There's going to be all sorts of little jumps you're going to have to do to get around and so forth. And they're kind of marked with, like, the bird shit or guano. I'm not, you know, guano would make a little more sense in here because I don't think birds are really going to be hanging out in caves. But I think they're calling it bird poop. As you can see, we just transitioned into the water. So, like I said, the water is physically not visible, but is still there physically. And this ride town, as we couldn't see before, actually has like a sewer and like a military kind of tunnel thing set up with it. So we'll pop up here and you can kind of see how it is. If you get that right angle, yep, it pops into where you can kind of see it all. Now, when it comes to the buildable areas, I wanted to test them, but you can't right now on pre-release. Because right now you get an error message that pops up. I actually have chat turned off. We'll turn it on. And as you can see, prefab not in terrain. That probably has to do with the fact that water is still actually here when it's not supposed to be. So that is something that I'm sure they're still working very hard on working out. They still do have until next month anyways. So that's kind of what that looks like there. When it comes to other changes, we do have a few of the newer weapons that didn't have icons. They now have icons. So I believe we've got the LR, the double barrel, and then I think the Boda bag. Yes, there we go. Now have world models. Oh, no, okay. Boda bag was supposed to, according to patch notes. Maybe that's not merged. Neither does the double barrel or the LR. Okay, well, okay. Or the MP. Oh, the MP does. Okay. Well, oh, hey, come back here. But anyways, they will by tomorrow's update, according to patch notes. Now, last thing I wanted to kind of show here is the cave. Where is this cave? I'm not entirely sure. 8, and a 2. Here we go. And actually, as we're here, some of the new industrial props, like this guy, is put in. And they're pretty nifty looking. Now let's go ahead and crack open this barrel and see what drops for us, actually. And, no, nothing components. And that just straight up had nothing inside of it. And let's see what we get with this one. Empty tuna can. Okay, wow. Whenever you're trying to film something, it just never quite works out. You know what I mean? But if we go ahead and jump into this cave, see, you can see the water disappears. A couple things I wasn't able to show last time, because this was all underwater and I didn't know about the trick to hide it, is there's these little climbable areas. So you see this, and you can just climb it just like a ladder. So I thought that's actually really cool. And then it kept crashing me once we discovered it, so I wasn't able to put it in the video. But they did add in... Oh, there's that water. They did add in the bucket transportation. So there's a buildable area that way. You come out here. There's this long drop that will definitely kill someone, but this is your little bucket way out. So here we go. Whee! Yeah. Up we go. This is actually really cool, because I can't wait for the idea of bases maybe having something like this. I know there's talk of elevators with electricity, so we'll see. And there we go. Now we're up. But now that we're up, someone can get in. So you either want to send your bucket back down, whoop, and not let anyone in, or else they're going to get in there. So, let's see. Yeah, that's quite the fall there. That's quite the fall. So that pretty much covers it for those kinds of things. Most of the guns now have a new muzzle flash as well. I don't know if that's changed here. Yeah, I don't know if that's made it in yet. But basically, I kind of just want to show you guys the components. Guns are going to have pieces, so that's kind of interesting. When it comes now to crafting recipes here, some things they started making the changes on. For instance, a ladder requires 10 rope. Just to kind of give you an idea. Also, I believe they did on some of the weapons here. Requires a metal blade. Requires 2 metal blades. Crossbow requires metal fragments, 5 rope, and a gear. So that kind of just gives you the idea. Nothing else really has the fragments. I think the only other thing that did was these guys obviously are going to require tarps. I mean, you can see it. There's tarps on them. It's just not there yet. But you can see this one needs the empty propane tank that I have. So you kind of get an idea of how they're going to be doing this. Hopefully they don't do anything with our tools. Because it would be really cruddy to not be able to have tools at the very least. So we'll have to see. I'm sure there'll be lots of balancing with it and etc. The last thing I did want to go ahead and show is you can get directly into the workshop. Okay, so we're in here now. So the Rust SDK no longer exists. Well, it will no longer exist. Gary's trying to make it all be into one thing. So here you can see here's kind of some, example items here. When you want to go here and make a new item, you got your list here, and right now it only seems to have clothing and a few items. There's a sleeping bag and a rock. But you go ahead and select this, then you can click edit, and then you can adjust some sliders here, and then you can change meshes. So these are going to be, files you upload. This is artwork you're going to have to make, but you can then, load it into the proper file, and then you can edit your little guy here. So that is definitely really cool. I think that's going to be a lot easier. And then on here, it's going to show kind of trending items. And I'm not sure if this is going to allow us to vote and put things directly into the game, or if it's still going to need face punch approval. Hopefully it still does. Yeah, you can just submit directly to the workshop here. I guess I didn't show that. But once you got here, it's published, and you can export it or publish it straight to the workshop. So that is actually a really cool feature. So that pretty much kind of covers it for now. Tomorrow I'll do a full in-depth update, including whatever they talk about in the dev blog. Lastly, we do have a mysterious note talking about a rad town that includes docks. So that's in the Dungeons branch. Who knows? They may be working on another rad town to spiff up the sea for us. We'll have to see more tomorrow if they decide to talk about that. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.